Hey everybody, I hope you are having a wonderful day. Let's make a mini wreath. There's a couple of fall videos here, and I do have a big dog snoring behind me. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud, but he does tend to get pretty loud. He's just like me. No, I'm not joking. I snore like a freight train. Anyway, I'm just taking these pics from the Dollar Tree and cutting them apart. I'm using all the same leaves in this. Um, I think they're gorgeous, even though I hate fall. And I do like the weather during fall, but I know what comes next, so it really depresses me every time fall comes around. But, anyways, I have a bunch of different picks from the Dollar Tree, and I did think about putting in something with more color. But after I got this done, after I got these leaves all the way around it, and a few of those little flowers, and I can't remember what those little flowers are called, but after I got it together, I thought, man, don't mess with it because it turned out so pretty. And it's very easy. Now, the wreath form, the grapevine, or whatever you call that, I picked up at a flea market, the Shipshewana, Indiana flea market. And I was looking at them. There was four of them, and she had $2 a piece on them, I think. And as I was putting it back down, the woman hollers out, "You can have all of them for $2." I said, "What?" She said, "Yes, ma'am, all of them." She says, "I just want to clear those out." And I said, "Sold." So I got a really great deal on that. So I guess that would be 50 cents. 50 cents a piece. So anyway, I'm not even hot gluing. I'm just sticking them down in there because I'm keeping that for myself. So I don't have to, make sure it's going to last forever. And that way, um, seems like I had to glue. Oh, I did have to glue the some of the flowers in. So you'll see my little pick there, that little pick thingy I got in my hand. I picked that up at Burlington, what used to be Burlington Coat Factory, but is now just Burlington. Um, I picked that up. It was $1.89 or something like that. And in that package came a scraper, that thing, just Cricut oriented stuff, but it's so flimsy that I can't use it for vinyl. I mean, even on vinyl, it just gives too much. So, anyways, it worked perfect for this. Opening up the little pieces of vine to fit the stems underneath, and it just worked absolutely perfect for that. And I used it for getting some paint out of grooves at times. So it was a handy little tool that I got, for $1.80. And it wasn't just that. I can't remember what else. Oh, it came with a little tiny pair of scissors too. So it's just like Cricut accessories, except it wasn't made by Cricut. They're just a little bit, well, it's a lot cheaper. I would just say it that way. A lot cheaper. But, anyways, so this went together really easy. I was really, really happy because I'm always nervous when I make a wreath. Because on a wreath, it's hit or miss, and it seems like it's either really good or really bad. So I do have a couple wreaths here that I've not ever shown anyone because they didn't turn out that great. But this one really turned out pretty. I'm so glad that I didn't add a bunch of stuff to it, because once you add a bunch of stuff to it, then you don't know what to take out, because once you realize, oh, this isn't really what I wanted, then if you hot glued, you're stuck with it. Um, but sometimes you just don't know. What if I take this off? What if I take this off? So you just kind of set it in the corner and walk away from it. But this was just right. To me, it just turned out perfect. I just absolutely love it. I end up using it on a faux wood door that I made. And, it's the perfect size for it. So, anyways, these picks, I absolutely love those flowers. I think they're just the cutest little flowers. While I was doing it, I thought, well, these are the exact same color as the leaves. So here I break out the hot glue because the stems at the bottom, since there was two different pieces coming up off of them, I didn't want to cut them and do them individually. So I just went ahead and used a dab of hot glue. Plus, I kind of wanted them to stick out off of the wreath a little bit instead of laying flat like the leaves. So it really worked out good. It really worked out well. I'm really happy with it. In case you can't tell, I didn't say that like 8 times already. Um, that I really thought it turned out cute. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you'll hit like and subscribe. I really, really do. I really enjoy making videos. If I don't, like when I got sick there for a few weeks and I didn't come down here, I felt like I was doing something wrong. I really did. I was like, man, I can't get down there. I didn't want to come down here. I was very sick. I didn't get COVID though. I mean, I had an adverse reaction to some medication that I was taking, and it made me not want to come down here at all. So I'm trying to keep my face really close to the microphone and trying to keep my voice up because I know I've ruined a couple of my videos. But this wreath was super simple. And see, I had some of a different color there that I was going to put on, and I'm telling you, no, I don't think I need those. So I'm taking these little berries, little styrofoam berries, which I absolutely love in any color. I love the berries. When you're working with something, then you get to put those berries on. I think they're so cute, and they make what you're working on so cute. But like I said, then everything that went on there is the same color, the orangish yellow. It turned out really cute. Did I say cute again? Jeepers. I guess I think they're cute. I guess I think this wreath turned out really cute. Anyways, that's annoying, isn't it? You hear my doggy snoring? He gets really loud sometimes. Sometimes I can't. I have to stop the voiceover and I'll call his name really, really lightly. Really softly, I should say, not lightly. How do you call a name lightly? But I'll call his name really softly and, kind of gently nudge him awake. And when he has a bad dream, oh my goodness. So terrible. I never let my dog sleep through a dream. I always wake him up. If I can hear him breathing funny or doing that whimpering thing, I will never let them sleep through that. I know what it's like to have nightmares. I always wish that my husband could key in on when I'm having a nightmare and wake me up. Anyway, I had ran out of berries and I had to go pick some more. So this wreath went together for about $5. I'm gonna say $5. It probably wasn't quite even $5. I didn't use all of, well, I just used pieces that I had left over. So you're probably looking at a solid $3.50, maybe $3.50. So I did the berries so that I did 4 of them, and then I didn't like it. It looked like it had a bare spot to me, so I come back in with number 5, and it seemed like then it was better. So I want to keep the videos coming. YouTube says that you have to have a video at least every 6 months. Well, I want to do a few of them a month just to try to get subscribers and likes and whatnot. All the things that YouTube says I need to have. But just not to give up, I guess. So I give up on everything in my life. I do. I get bored with something and I just give up. I thought my is that where I added that fifth one? I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like it. But it was the right amount. I mean, it looked really fine. See, I didn't say cute. It looked really fine when it was done. See, it looks even. I'm really bad about patting myself on the back. And, I'll post stuff on Facebook for the likes and the comments. My friends are the best. I have the best friends on Facebook. They start off with, Farmville, Mafia Wars, Family Farm, all those where I got friends from. And, we end up keeping them. And at one point, I remember putting on Facebook something that said, I'm not playing any more of these games if you want to remove me. And I tagged every one of my friends in it. And I probably only lost like 5 friends. The rest of them all said, nope, I'm here to stay. And there's like 2,500 people. I lost more than 5, but there's like 2,500 friends. So anyways, here we go. One nice wreath. One very simple wreath. So I just make up this little area here right in front of my craft station where I can show you, because I do have a USB camera, so I can't get very far away. I am working on buying a new camera. I just have to try to justify it somehow. Okay, so now we're moving on to fall flower pot. This was very, very simple. These buckets right here I got for 50 cents. And again in Shipshawana. But it was at she calls it her shop a tool shop. It's R&D tool. Anyway, I sanded the bucket all the way around. And I'm sure you can find these Dollar General, Dollar Tree, whatever. But I sanded this all the way around, and I used chalkboard paint. I am so hooked on chalkboard paint. I had no idea that it would be that good of coverage. And you know how it covers everything. And it sticks to everything. I mean, I'm absolutely sold on this chalkboard paint. But anyways, this woman had her shop. She had everything out on the porch was half off. So these buckets were marked $1, so I ended up getting them all for 50 cents. And I bought a bunch of them. And this is the first one I've used, and I've probably had them for over a year. I'm going to say over a year. Yeah, I had all these plans with them, but I never used them. So anyways, more, of course, let it dry. And I'm going to cut the corners off this foam board. And I want to say, when I push this down into that bucket, it makes the most horrendous nails on a chalkboard sound. Just be thankful you can't hear that. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. It was made my skin crawl. But anyways, I'm pretty sure these picks are from they're from the Dollar Tree. So I went in the Dollar Tree, local Dollar Tree. Local is 17 miles for me. But anyways, I went in there and I'm looking for fall picks, and I know that most Dollar Trees had them out at that time. So I'm looking all over and there's none there. And other people were in there looking for flowers, and we all came to the conclusion that it was a really sad store, that they didn't have any flowers. Everything was picked over so bad. Well, I got all the way around to the kitchen aisle, which is the last aisle in the store, and there they are, sitting back close to the office, and it was almost like they were saving them for somebody. Like, you just put them in this obscure place, and if people find them, they find them. But it was very fishy to me. It's almost like they were saving them for somebody, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess my conspiracy theory could be wrong. But anyway, so I ended up with these beautiful pics. I absolutely adore them. But that Dollar Tree that I'm talking about, sometimes, every now and then, will have something good that I've not seen or that I hear people talking about. But it's not very often. A lot of times their stuff has been picked over pretty bad, and it's like that. Okay, so I have another Dollar Tree that's about 18 miles the other direction, and then a little bit south from there, but a different route for me, so it ends up only being about 20 miles. There's another Dollar Tree. So that the one that's about 20 miles from me, that one's probably the best one. This woman keeps her store so clean, and when you need to look for something, you know exactly where to go. But they don't always have everything, and their stuff seems like when they do get it, it's not picked over real bad. It's just that it's like they're not ordering the right stuff. So, you know, I get frustrated running from store to store to store. But anyways, excuse me. So what I did was, when I cut these picks apart, I'm not good at this, or at least I wasn't. I kept them exactly the way they were on the pick, on the actual wire. So I cut that part off, and then I put this part on the same side where, you know, where it was. That's how I started off, and then it seemed to work out because it looked so cute while it was on the stem. So there, I'm doing the third one. I believe that was the third one. But so then I'm just filling in gaps. But so my first 2 or 3 picks, however many there was, I kept them exactly the way they were laying in front of me. So I cut this piece off first, it went out front. I cut this piece off on the right, it went to the right. This one to the left, and so forth. I hope that makes sense to you. And for once, I'm looking at this thinking, I did it! Yay! Because I have such a heck of a time trying to make these things look good. So now what I'm doing is just filling in gaps wherever I think there's a gap. Darn it. Excuse me. So anyways, I thought I did great with this one. Here I am, patting myself on the back again. So I found this ribbon at the one I call my local Dollar Tree. They get the, you know, they get the ribbon in. It's usually picked over real bad, but I happened, oh no, I'm wrong. I went, took my grandbaby out because she was being a good girl. My husband took the older one with him, and we took the younger one to keep them separate, just to give them a little break from each other, because they're, you know, they're always together. They're only a year apart, and they do a lot of fighting. But he took one way and I went the other, and I found this ribbon there, and I was happy to find it. I love this ribbon. I think it's adorable. Adorable might be a little bit strong of a word, but I think it's really cute. Very feng shui. I don't know what that means. Feng shui. Anyways, since the bucket's bigger at the top than it is at the bottom, it was a little figuring out for me to, you know, get it where I wanted it to be. So I just glue it down so it can't move on me anymore. And then, so what I did was I picked the best, you know, where the flowers look the best, and called that the front. And, you know, so then put my ribbon together at the back. So it's a back of your choosing. And then I just made a bow. I know how to make bows. I know how to make a lot of different kind of bows, but this time I just used the technique where you make 2 ears and tied it through like you would tying your shoe. And I thought, well, this may or may not work, but let's give it a try. I hope my voice has stayed high during this whole thing. I get so discouraged when I go listening to my videos and you can't hear me. It's just aggravating as all heck. See, so I just did it like the bunny ears. And then I spread the ribbon out. So I'm just making sure I have the right amount here and the right amount there. You know, fairly even. And then I just straighten it out, you know, because I folded it over to, oh, that's what I did. I folded it over to tie the bunny ears. And now then I just take the fold out of it and fluff it up. And it was, I mean, it was an easy way to do it, and it doesn't look terrible. But, I mean, I do fairly well with bows, but I thought, let me think, I was in a hurry there. Was it somebody was hollering for me or something? And I'm like, let me just hurry up and make this bow already. Because people don't respect you when you're down here making a video. I guess they think I'm just talking to myself. You know, nobody takes it seriously. But, and of course I'm never going to be a big YouTube star. At least not at the rate I'm going. Anyway, I think it turned out looking really cute. And even, it's a little big for the bucket, but it made it look really cute. I just absolutely love it. Alright, let's put her up against my little wall. See how I arranged it? I just followed the way it was already arranged, and it worked out so nice. Oh, I did. There it is. See my Cherish lantern below it. I made that not too long ago. It turned out a lot differently than what I had planned. But if you want to know how to make that, it's in my videos. But anyways, there it is. Really cute, really easy. Alright, so now let's move on to the little red truck that I painted blue. I used a Cricut on this one. Okay, so the wood round is an eighth of an inch thick, and I got it from Amazon. The little truck is Dollar Tree, of course, and you're just going to need paint of your choice. What happened here, I did something, and you see the flat tire on the back? I don't know if you've seen that, but it has a flat tire on the back of it, and I did something to it to mess it up, or the video, something happened to the video, so I ended up having to redo video. But fortunately I had another truck, and I didn't realize that the tire was flat on the back of the truck that I was using, but when I switched it out, you'll be able to tell because the tire's not flat anymore. It had a flat tire, so Dollar Tree sold me a truck with a flat tire. That's kind of funny. But anyway, Waverly Antique Wax. I do love this stuff, and it's sealed once you use this. So I'm pretty sure I do both sides. Oh, well, why wouldn't I? Sometimes I paint the back side white, but I'm pretty sure I just used the antique wax on both sides. Or I didn't, and it's just not finished at all, which could be. Anyways, I used this. So this video, yeah, see, the tire on the back's not flat, so something happened to the other video, and I had to redo it. And this one already had the truck slats painted. So, and that I had used burnt umber and water. So the glue on the inside of those slats was so bad that I just went ahead and painted it black. Now I'm just going to kind of distress it a little bit, but that's why I went with solid black in the center, because the glue that the Dollar Tree used, whoever makes it, was so bad it just looked like big white chunks in there. So anyway, we're gonna paint the tires black, and I do make a couple mistakes on this, but they weren't terrible, and you just can't tell it at the end. But I thought this, I've been dying for a reason to use this glue. I believe it's Mermaid Parade, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this is very time consuming, which is what I love. I don't love it though when it starts getting close. Oh, it's just a light gray color. See, it's been a while since I did this, and now I can't remember what exactly the color was. But it's a light gray. It might be Timeless Gray, something like that. And you see I drug a little bit of black into it. I got over there a little bit too far, but I'm going to distress it later with black, but that was a little bit too much. So, anyway, the truck that I ended up not using, I used the Waverly wax on the slats. Now the tumbling tower blocks, you don't have to paint them at all, because you're just using these to glue the truck onto the wood round. But I wanted it, just in case you can see behind it. I just wanted it to match the wood round. That's why I painted it there. I just went real low with my voice. I heard it. Hope it didn't mess up the video. So I have a low voice anyway, I guess. My husband complains all the time that he can't hear me. So here I just did Harvest Orange and White. Okay, so I used the Cricut to make a stencil, but I didn't do it. Trying to think of what I did. Oh yeah, so I made a stencil out of it, and it was really tough, buddy. I fought with this one. So of course you don't weed. You use your and Cricut vinyl, and it's a very, very wrong time to use brand new Cricut vinyl. Transfer tape, transfer tape, because it's super sticky, and boy oh boy did I have a heck of a time. But I did it. Yes, I did. So anyway, it ended up with, I had blisters because I didn't get it on there exactly the way it should have been. So it kind of bubbled up on me a little bit, but all's well that ends well, they say. Yeah. Don't you get tired of hearing that? I think I say that in every one of my videos. But it's true. All's well that ends well. Anyways, you can see where it had bubbled up on me. So it says Happy Harvest. And this was the first time, my secret here, the first time that I had ever used the Cricut and curved my words. Excuse me, taking a drink. Yeah, this was the first time I'd ever done it, and I may have went a little bit wrong on it, but yeah, I had a heck of a time. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't even lie. Look at, you can tell how hard of a time I'm having. Keeping the letters down and pulling up the transfer tape. Then, in hindsight, I probably didn't need to use the transfer tape. I probably could have just picked it off, but I was afraid that the letters were going to come off, as I pulled it up, off of the vinyl backing. going to reuse that tape about 400 more times before I ever pitch it. I am really frugal when it comes to supplies and crafts. That's why I can't clean behind me, because there's so much stuff that I might need. Okay, so here I am picking out the letters. I can't remember if it's this one or a different time that I forgot to put a piece of tape on the side where it says harvest. I'm really close to the edge right there. I should have left that. I cut that piece off on the vinyl when I was done. I should have left that there because it's a little bit close. So, see over there at the edge, I should have put a little piece of masking tape to keep me from going off the edge. And I am using a stencil brush, and it's not Waverly. It's Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. There I put my tape. Phew! Makes me nervous even though I've already done it. Isn't that funny? Made me really nervous to my stomach. Oh my god, you're gonna mess that up. Terry, you already did this. And I didn't do it at the H, I think. Like, I'm close, but nope, I had it all under control, and I sat here, honest to goodness, why would I do that? I sat here and worry about it. I know how it turned out. It turned out fantastic. It actually turned out really well. Then, of course, when you're using chalk paint, you don't want it to dry too much before you take the stencil off, because it chips. The chalk paint chips. So, anyways, I liked this better than using vinyl, because it looks, you can just tell it's raised up a little bit, but something about the happy was bent in too far on that. So I thought that from the get-go, that, you know, why I don't see it when I'm making the, you know, when I'm on the Cricut canvas there. I don't know why I didn't see it there, but I sure could see it afterwards. That the happy looked like it was down too low or something. I don't know. But that was the first time I curved. So I'm a little bit better at it now. A little bit. So here you're just painting your blue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mermaid Parade. And I just absolutely love it. I'm just digging it, man. And of course this truck is 3D, so the rails on the truck go, but the rails on the truck pop out, as well as the fenders. So now I'm just gonna start distressing it, and it gives it a lot of depth. Actually, it made it look a lot, I don't want to say better, but it made it look a lot more, I don't know, realistic. I guess how realistic it could be, but and the top part of that I'd forgotten to paint altogether. But anyway, it does turn out. It does make it look better. See, now if I talked like this loud all the time, I wouldn't have that trouble. But I don't know why. I've always been a quiet talker. Always. I don't know if it's from getting in trouble at school my whole life for talking. I don't know. But anyways, I think the truck turned out, you know, fantastic. So there I re-put some black, on the not the tires, the wheels, the hubcaps. After I had made the mistake and hurried up and covered it in gray, and then I turned around and put the black back on it again. Oh well. Anyway, so I'm taking some raffia and I'm going to glue it to the back. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it to see if that's really what I want to do. I wanted to make it kind of 3D looking. I guess it would be 2D maybe, But so I just glue that to the back like it's hay. And I saw a couple of videos of it was the truck, the garden stake that the Dollar Tree makes, that's got the truck, the tail end of the truck. And I saw someone cut the tailgate out of that and place some raffia and I don't know what it was, fall picks I guess, in there, and then put it back on so it looked like it was coming out of the tailgate. And I thought that was so cute, so I thought, why not do it with these pumpkins? These pumpkins would look really cute like that. And, you know, with the hay coming out, make it look a little more realistic. So I think it turned out really good. For a blue truck. See, I had a truck, we called him Old Blue, and he had a busted, what do you have? A busted shock or something related to that was busted in it. And we just couldn't afford to fix it, so we ended up selling it. I wish I would have kept it. I can't even remember what year it was. It was an old one. But I wish we would have kept it because it was a pretty cool truck. But I just called him Old Blue. He was about that color. A little bit lighter, I guess. And he was a Ford. Anyway, see how my happy at the end just looks like it's a little bit too far away from the top, but then the harvest is right up there. So I guess it's just me not pulling it up high enough or something. But they say an artist is the worst critic, or your own worst critic. I don't know what they say. So I'm just gonna hot glue that on there. And I really dig this sign. I haven't put it up. I haven't sold it. I'm thinking about giving it to my cousin. It doesn't match anything that I have in my house, but that doesn't mean I can't make it match something. Well, actually, it does match. It matches my walls, but it's too much like the same color. So it would more blend in than it would pop out, and I would really like for it to pop out. So anyways, I put a hanger on it, and we're about done. If you made it through this whole video, you are absolutely awesome, and I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll hit like.